1 2, test the mic check 1 2. 1 2, check the mic check. 1 2, test the mic check 1 2. All right, let's do this now. Salute. All right, guys. Welcome here to Voice of SINOE. Welcome here. Welcome. All right, we got some religious people here, so let me start with a religious music and entertainment. We got a lot of religious followers.
Hallelujah. Rejoice. Somebody rejoice. Mona.
Mona.
Rejoice because you are broken down. You are winner. Hallelujah. Philippians 4 says, rejoice in the Lord always. And again I say, rejoice. Somebody shout hallelujah. Sudoku express praise. Swap, 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 swap. Oh, mona le mona le mona. What did they tell him? Mona le lonjo. What did they tell him? Mona le. Oh, mona. Hey, mona. The song says, let's rejoice. Made. Hallelujah. Somebody rejoice and jubilate, you know. More I did it down. More I did it down. More did it down. See them watching me. What did you say?
I'm on. Yeah, P gay, bro. And the Mona. Rejoice. So you put is here with you. Rejoice. You are here with Dark Side for the esoteric.
We rejoice in the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, no man on that. Yeah, that's P Gay, my man Madison there. Rejoice, he calls that. Mona in crime means rejoice. And that's P Gay. Zugudi Pay Man. Pay chatting? Yes. You got to check the brother out on YouTube. You know, he got some new track that he just released. So checking out is Madison. Great guy, great gospel artist. I like this one right here. Let me play that for a little bit, and we will be right back to start the show here. I like this one from P Gay. Let me see. Let me share this with you quickly, and we will get the show on the way here. Let me see. Hopefully it's the right one here. We see. Yeah, let's try this. I'll be right back.
Voici, oh, oh, reçois. Voici, oh, oh, oh. Voici, oh, oh, reçois. Voici, oh, oh, oh. Voici, oh, oh, reçois.
Yeah, we shall stand. We can prepare dance with it. Prepare dance with this. Daddy, over everything, yeah. You the greatest, oh, oh, oh. Papa God, I wanna thank you, Papa. Daddy God, I want to thank you, Lord. You the Lord, and just to tell, oh, forever and ever. Amen.
You bless me abundantly. You bless me beyond my imagination. You are the ocean divider. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. You gave me a testimony. I am already witness. Oh, now I can stand to testify. Monsieur, mon Napoléon, mon
All right, guys. Monsieur. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with Doc Sayapode, Exoteric, coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. Wherever you find yourself around the globe, please do us a favor. Just share the link for us. You can also watch Voice of SINOE live on YouTube as well. And so you can just put that Madison Freeman, and we will be right there on your screen. Madison Freeman, MADISON And you can also watch up from YouTube. Please make sure to subscribe when you log on to our page, so every time we publish new videos, new content, you will get notification. That's something we want you to do, please. All right, so that being said, let's begin the show with happy birthday greetings to some great people. People that celebrated a birthday, and now they are doing so today. And so the first person we want to begin with is the political Gandhi of SINOE County, electoral district number 3, SINOE County. The lawmaker, the man who is tenaciously working in the interests of the people. This is the man right here we want to start with. The lawmaker of SINOE County, electoral district number 3, Honorable Matthew G. Zaza, celebrated his birthday yesterday, November the 21st. Was the birthday of the great man, the political and benevolent emancipator of the people of SINOE County. You know, Honorable Zaza, I wish we had a lot of him in SINOE County. If we have at least 2 or 3 of Honorable Zaza, SINOE County would be one of the best in the Republic of Liberia, because Mr. Zaza is a fantastic man. He is quite phenomenal. This is Mr. Zaza is the embodiment of good leadership. The man who seeks the interests of everybody. Whether you like him or you hate him, he does not believe in vengeance, retaliation, and fighting back. He believes the best way to subdue your adversary is to continue to make progress, to do great things, and not to go at the person. Because he believes, again, success is the best way to fight the person who is against you. Because if you fight the person, you are bringing yourself down. So once somebody attacks or narcisses you, just continue to grow. And that person will be subdued. And so Honorable Zaza is again celebrating his birthday, and that's a good thing. Like I said in my prior show, it's a wonderful thing. I like good people to live long, because good people do good things, while bad people to do bad things. And so I want good people to live long so that they will be able to help others, so that they will do things that will improve the human condition. And so Mr. Zaza is a wonderful man. And so I am filled with euphoria. I am filled with elation to have seen another year added to the existence of the political Gandhi Osana County. You know, this man is not only a great man, but, you know, he's a politician. And so while he is celebrating his birth milestone, I think it will be apt for us to give you a synopsis of why some of us we call him, we deeply revere him. This microphone is annoying. Why some of us we deeply revere, we respect him, we venerate him. And so saying he's a political figure, you see, Mr. Zaza is like, I shouldn't say like, okay, in the context of the US, right? You can equate Mr. Zaza to the likes of Joe Biden, the likes of the late lawmaker from Arizona, John McCain, the likes of the great democratic socialists, Bernie Sanders, those people. Because these people are the engines, the political engines of the United States. Likewise, in the context of Liberia, Honorable Matthew Zaza, he's one of the engines of the Liberian state. Those are the people that understand the politics, the statecraft of the nation. And so to have such a great man celebrating your birthday, it brings me joy again. And I just want to give you just a synopsis, an outline, a little summary of some of what he has done for which he earned my gratitude. You see, in Africa and other areas around the world, the citizens are suffering. The masses are meandering in the Sahara Desert of poverty because of bad leaders, because of corruption. And so Mr. Zaza is one of those few individuals who thinks that that pandemic called corruption in Liberia must be nipped in the bud. It has to be fought. And so he said, in order to fight corruption in Liberia, we must start from our various counties. Let us start from our villages, our community organizations. Let's start from our churches. Let's start from our prayer groups, African traditional societies. Let us start to fight corruption from the family. and then we can ascend to the national. So when each and every facet of the society plays its part, that sickness called corruption will be dealt with. And so Mr. Zaza, being a representative of the people of Sino County, he said, you know what, the people sent me into the Capitol building to be a soldier against corruption. And therefore, he exposed the corruption of Milton TEAHJAY. And Milton TEAHJAY, at the final analysis, after coalescing, after amalgamating all the indubitable evidence, he submitted, to borrow a word from Milton TEAHJAY himself, Mr. Zaza compiled pieces of evidence that grew up to a mountain. And so, to borrow a word from TEAHJAY, he submitted a dossier to the LACC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, and the General Auditing Commission of Liberia. And he went to the investigation, and Milton TEAHJAY was declared guilty. Next, Mr. TEAHJAY sponsored a bill to make rape the law of the land. When people rape, they can go and pay money to the court and they are good to go. And so the senators, they passed this diabolical and vicious bill. And so that bill was sent to the lower house where the political Gandhi is, Honorable Zaza, and he said, no, we cannot allow such bill to pass. It is against the people of Liberia. And so Mr. Zaza lobbied with her colleagues, and this vicious bill sponsored by Mr. TEAHJAY was killed. Also, Lady Jeremiad, I'm giving you, it's the birthday of Honorable Zaza, and so we are giving you a little bit of why I revere him, why I respect him. Right? Again, yeah, it's the court verdict. The charges when TEAHJAY ate our money, our county development money. And that's the court document over there. It's the second page, the declaration of guilt. And that's the second page. This is the handwork of Mr. Zaza, making sure that corruption is named in the bud. And so Mr. Zaza, again, he got my respect because jobs, they say there is dignity in labor. When you get a job, you can support your family, you can take care of yourself and do stuff for your children. And so Mr. Zaza lobbied for the people of Sino County, 2 districts in Sino, for the citizens to get employment. And Milton TEAHJAY fought against it. Yes, the bill sponsored by Milton TEAHJAY, so that people in his county would not get employment. And so he wrote a bill after saying the districts in the county, they are bookers. And after the people were confirmed, the man started propaganda and said the districts are bookers. And then later on, he turned around and said, you know what, you're going to amend booker districts. And so he sponsored a bill. But that bill was killed again by Honorable Zaza and the likes of Creighton Duncan, the great guys in the lower house. They said, no, the people of Sino County, in as much they get us jobs and we are here working, they too, they need employment. And so they killed TEAHJAY bill to honest, basically, he sponsored a bill to honest, to seize the people of the Sapo people land, to take their land. All right. After calling our district bookers, he turned around. He somersaulted and said, "You know what? I will amend it using my power so I can take the people land." That didn't work. Yes, Milton TEAHJAY, yes, the committee on which Milton TEAHJAY served to give the people of Sino County employment opportunity and refused to sign, as you can see on the paper. But anyway, through the instrumentality of Honorable Zaza, the man whose birthday we are talking about, the people are on payroll today. It was through Honorable Zaza that the 74 projects that TEAHJAY abandoned that we know about it. The 2 million plus that he squandered is because of Mr. Zaza, his representation, because of its provision of oversight. It's a great man. All right? You got to understand right now, Honorable Zaza is fighting to make sure that Patricia Flomo gets her vehicle back. He says that it doesn't bring, it diminishes the morale, the dignity of Sino County for a lawmaker to confiscate to usurp another citizen property, knowing that you are the one that making law, but you are going against the law and taking another citizen property. And so Honorable Zaza is now fighting to make sure that TEAHJAY gives back Patricia's Flomo vehicle. All right? It was true, Mr. Zaza, again, these people, 46 citizens from Milton TEAHJAY own town or own district, TEAHJAY 1 district, the district he created on a Charles Taylor, when he terrorized the people of Sano County. And then he created this Boca district. That's what we call Bocas. Because it was created when there was no proper rule of law in the country. Taylor and TEAHJAY, they were terrorizing the people of Liberia. Under a normal condition, TEAHJAY cannot get anything through. And so he sent a letter for the 6 citizens, all right, to be removed from payroll. As you can see here, the letter here that he sent instructing Annie Public, who is the superintendent for this, the TEAHJAY 1 statutory district. This is the letter that TEAHJAY instructed the lady to write. And then he wrote, "We extend our compliments and wish to forward for your kind consideration the attached list of 46 civil servants from the district that are needed to be replaced." All right? They did nothing wrong, but Milton TEAHJAY, once you are not bending down to him, you shouldn't get employment in Sano. And so that's how he ran campaign against people in Unification City to be removed for the 6th person. Well, it was true, Mr. Zaza, that those people still, they are on payroll as we speak. All right? I'm just giving you a little bit of why I'm supporting Honorable Zaza. Yes, the propaganda of Milton TEAHJAY. And when the people of Sano County are supposed to get job and say, Boca District resurfaces in Sano, all right? Boca District resurfaces in Sano. And then you would turn around and say, you know what? I need to sponsor, I need to amend this bill, all right? The Boca District has to be amended. Boom. Then you sponsor a bill. Which one now? Is it Bocas or is not Bocas? Right? That's Milton TEAHJAY. It's hatred. It's all about tribalism because the people from the Sincon and the Wakawa statutory district, they are not from TEAHJAY 1. And so they shouldn't get employment. Even though the people in TEAHJAY 1 themselves, the man is going after them. For the 6 of them, the children and daughters of TEAHJAY 1, for the 6, TEAHJAY say, you remove the people from payroll because they are not seeking hallelujah to me. Because it's again, because of Mr. Zaza, that the people get employment. They are still on payroll. They can feed their children too. All right? It is because on Zaza that we get to know that the Sano County when Milton TEAHJAY left, the man left our account balance negative 27,000 United States dollars. It was through the order initiated by Mr. Zaza. He forwarded a document to LACC and GSC that our accounts audited. They went through the document and they found out, yes, the bank statement for our bank, Sano County Bank, negative $27,178.27. That's how much Milton TEAHJAY left in our account when he left as superintendent of the county. We, the people of Sano County, we, the taxpayer, we have to pay that $27,000 that Milton TEAHJAY ate. All right? So Mr. Zaza is a great man. And these are the kind of people we need. And that's why we need a man. I can go on and give you wonderful things he did in the county. Milton TEAHJAY himself can attest to it. You know, not just me. Milton TEAHJAY can attest to the wonderful job that Mr. Zaza is doing in Sano County. So therefore, let me call Milton TEAHJAY to tell us what Mr. Zaza has done or is doing in the county. Mr. TEAHJAY, take the floor.
Representative from constituency number 3 in Sino, Honorable Zaza. Before Zaza became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Joaza.
Am I hearing those up?
And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county.
Wow.
I also would like to report.
All right, so that's Milton TEAHJAY acknowledging the wonderful job that Mr. Zaza is doing in the county. And so this is the great man whose birthday we are celebrating. We want to say happy birthday to Honorable Zaza. All right, I can go again. I can go on going to scholarships and those things that he's been giving our children, build more schools in the county, and all of that. Milton himself testifying to that as you heard from him from the video. Okay, let's go to the next person that I want to acknowledge, whose birthday it is. The son of Mr. Zaza also celebrated his birthday, Reverend Christopher Zaza. He's in Philadelphia. Yeah, he's an Army veteran as well. He was in the U.S. Army for several years. He served the greatest country on planet Earth. And so Reverend Zaza also celebrated his birthday. Nice man. He's going mimicking the wonderful steps of his father. You know, they say the apple cannot fall too far from the tree. You know, so, you know, a chicken cannot born a cow. You know, so a good man gives birth to good children. And so Christopher Zaza is also a man of God, serving Jesus and planning to take people to heaven. Wonderful guy. Giving children scholarship in Liberia as well. I mean, he's a wonderful man. Very nice. So, Grace, we want to also say congratulations on your new day or the addition to your life. Happy birthday to you. We also want to bring on here our elder who is also celebrating his birthday today. Elder Eben Tusua, or Reverend Eben Tusua, is also celebrating his birthday today. And so Elder Sua is also another phenomenal, fantastic man. A man is a statistician, okay? A man, a numbers man. A man studied, he's a professor, he studied statistics. Very bright man. So elder in our community, he's a pastor as well. I think he works for the city of Philadelphia, you know, highly educated man. And he has been in the vanguard to restoring peace in our union, even though the other people, they don't respect the elders. You know, they have been disrespecting the elder. But we want to just use the opportunity as well as this the beginning of the show to say a happy birthday to Elder Tusua. We wish you many more happy returns. All of you that are celebrating your birthday out there, we want to say happy birthday to you. All right, great. Just to get that out of the way quickly here. And quickly, also as a preliminary, I like to also do a few words or a word of gratitude to the young man right here. So I call him the man of the day. Yeah, we want to dedicate this show to the finance minister of the Myers Money Administration, Ernest Fale. Ernest Fale is one of those guys who believes in, who appreciates the fantastic work Voice of SINOE is doing. And so a while ago, he said, oh, Doc, I put that. You are doing a phenomenal job educating our people, taking your time that you are used to do something else to bring and come on your platform to educate us. So creating the platform to give us the means to convey our thoughts and ideas to the rest of the world. And so I actually appreciate what you are doing. And so I will make my little donation to you. And yesterday, the brother kept his words. And so I want to say a big thanks to Ernest Fale for that huge donation. It's a lot of money in this great America to take, $300. That's a lot of money that the brother donated to the show. So Ernest, Mr. Fale, want to say thank you so much. Sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate that donation. I will use that in the coming days. You'll see new improvement of Voice of SINOE just for that donation alone. I really appreciate it. That's a lot of money, $300 for somebody to take that from their paycheck. I'm here in the U.S. I know what it means for somebody to take $300 from their paycheck to give it for something. Ernest, you actually won my admiration. You're a great guy. Really appreciate that huge donation. Thank you so much. All right, that's Ernest. These are the people we want. I mean, people will follow the show, even to share, they don't want to share. And the guys, you say, you know what, Doc? I believe in you. You are doing a fatamas glorious job. I can't just be watching and not make a contribution to the show. Thank you so much, man, Ernest. I really appreciate that, brother. I don't know how much to appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, that's Ernest. It's the man of the day. Moving forward, that's a new section we have now. We'll have either viewer of the day or man of the day or woman of the day. All right? Based on your activity, we'll be following the viewers now and see what to do. So every episode will feature one person on Voice of SINOE. And that's what we're coming up with now. All right, Ernest, thank you so much, man. That's a lot of money, brother. Appreciate that. Let's get to something else yet, a real thing that we're here for today. One of the things. I said, don't be fooled by Green GELEO'S propagandists. We are going to court on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, November the 21st or 23rd, 2021. Don't be fooled by Green GELEO'S propagandists. We are going to court on Tuesday, November the 23rd, 2021. We remain committed to the injunction, the order, the mandate of the highest decision-making body of the United Sapota Association in Americas. Unlike our predecessors who don't respect the General Assembly, the higher decision-making body, the people that we serve, the Myers Money Administration, buttressed by the board of directors, will make sure that the mandate of the people will be implemented, will be enforced. When we went to Florida last year, August, it was decided that, is that this year? Yeah, this year. It was decided that the administration, the new leaders, should get our assets from Green GELEO and his followers. Before that injunction, before that order was given to the new leadership, everybody tried, and people are still trying, to retrieve the assets of the United Sapota Association from the former president and his followers, but to no avail. The women tried, the queen tried, the youth tried, the elders tried, the entire membership of the organization tried. It didn't work. We left that. There's another group they call the concerned members of the USA. They tried for over 8 months negotiating with Green GELEO and follower. They gave you another deal and you say, no, I don't want that deal. They gave you another one and said, no. When the elder told you, say 0 degree tolerance. When the other one, the boss says, they say, no, I'm not listening to you guys. And we have been dragging on over almost 2 years now. We have been begging just one Green GELEO. The whole community, everything was put in place to settle this dispute amicably, peacefully. But everything we tried, Green says, you know what? I'm above everybody else. I told you the hurricane is here. I told you the lion is in the cage, and anybody who gets closer, you will be devoured. And so we are here in the storm of Green GELEO. The hurricane is here. It has divided the people. We left the organization, the membership, they tried to negotiate peacefully. It didn't work. The superintendent of Grand Jetta County, he tried. Superintendent Kyle filed. Green did not listen. The former president of the Grand Jetta Association and now president of GGAD, Fred GWION, did call multiple times to intervene. Green did not pick up his phone. Different people that intervene. The only people I know that did not help so far are SINOE County Association in the Americas. Mr. Thomas Swain, our national president, refused to intervene in the conflict. An organization under his umbrella. Mr. Soen refused to intervene. So apparently he is in support of Green Code Geo division. But let's leave that one now. And so we tried. Just recently, the elders that were disrespected again and say, you know what, we can't give up. We will try again. And so they start working with them. Mother Ross, the so-called board of director for the chaotic people that believe in dividing their people. She came to power and they said, oh, Madam President Francis Clark Myers made a call. And we agree with that call. The national president. She made a call and said, you know, let's use the death of our son Tikosua to unite our people. And so Madam Kamala Ross said, you know what, that makes sense to me. And so she came and made a grand speech and said, okay, I'm going to my people, Minnesota, we'll come with December, we'll kill cow, we'll kill better goat, we'll kill sheep and all the other animals. All right, so they went there and she went on a cover. They called it a facade. She put on the front as though she for peace. But then she went to Green Code and said, you know what, while we are negotiating, I am the treasurer, I am the financial secretary, I am everything. I'm sending $28,000 to Liberia to build Palava Hut. Not schools, not libraries, not giving scholarship to students, not putting medication in the hospital. Let's build Palava Huts. Let's build so-called nursing quarters. And so that when we leave America, we can have decent places to sleep. The people inside the country, they don't sleep in those things. No. The people from home, they say they are building it. They don't sleep in nursing quarter. They don't sleep in Palava Hut. No. It's for their comfort when they leave from here so they can get good places to sleep. Anyway, so the $28,000, they sent it, and now they are building nursing quarter. One in Manarosstown, another one in Greenstown. They said initially they were building three, one in Clawimanstown, Peloquin, but then along the way, they say, you know what, the $500 that Clawimana paid, no, we can't build anything in your town. We'll just forget him. All right? And so anyway, so the elders, the point I'm trying to get here, the elders, say for example, Elder Alfred Bodwell Sr., this man right here, he was a former superintendent of SINOE, Drawson District. So they are being intervening, they are trying to intervene to settle schools still, so that we can be on a one brother. So that when Mana Ross went by and other people, they say, you know what, we'll get the money to the elders. So the elders been anticipating. To our chagrin, to our disappointment, these people again, they have disrespected the elders for the second time. Mr. Bodwell, a highly venerated, highly respected man in Liberia. These guys, Mana Ross and others, Mana Ross say, oh, you know what? Green Code Geo say, you know what? Y'all meet us to the bank. Elder, meet us to the bank, we'll give you the money. The elder went over there, left his house, went to Wells Fargo. That man sat down for almost 6 hours. Mr. Boris sat at the bank. The man sat there waiting for the people, waiting. They can't call him, they can't say in test, nothing. The elder has to call and say, are you guys coming? Then Mana Ross said, or whoever the representative was, and said, no, we are not coming again, we are not giving the money to you. So the elder got angry. But you know, the elders were, they are wise people. You don't, when they're angry, you don't even notice. But this was a greater disrespect to the man. They got the man, left his business, a business schedule, went to the bank and sat down, waiting for them to get the money. After 6 hours, the man called there and they said, you know what, we are not coming. We are not giving the money to you. It's a change of plan. All right? And that's why got to where we are today. Nobody wants to go to court. But every means, everything we have tried to settle this peacefully, Green Code Geo and followers, they said no. And so that is why tomorrow we are going to court. So the last, the propagandists, you know, propagandists, They are nothing. It's offensive word for liars. All right? Because what they will do, they will take little thing that is true. All right? And the rest surrounding the whole thing is a big lie. You know? And that's why the followers are green. The man who calls himself the spokesperson for Green Code GDO, they call it the publicity. That's the capacity in which dark side put accept that's sacred, that holy seat. Now, what that man put Samuel Shigbe, and the man is desecrating our whole place. It's a disgrace to that seat. The seat of the great dark side put the esoteric. When I sat in that seat, and nobody knew Green Code GDO around the world, and then I used my ability, my mighty pen, my ability to manipulate the keyboard, propagate the Green Code GDO around the world. I put the guy everywhere he went. We telecast everything. And that's the capacity Samuel Shigbe is serving in. And all he does is to lie. When you say a publicity man, you are the image, you are the spokesperson for an organization, for a team. But all the guy does is lie, insult females, insult children, all our elders. And the people green say that's the face of the Sapo people. No, that's the disgrace of our organization when you use that man to be the face of our people and you're cussing. They are disrespecting the elders. The man went to the bank, waited for them. And the guys don't have common decency to communicate with the man. So Samuel Shigbe and group, they are on their last talk show. Again, I told you guys, you got to know, you see, propagandists, they play words game, even though they are not sophisticated at words. All right? Those guys are neophytes when it comes to the manipulation of what we call linguistical particles. You know, we are the Grambodios when it comes to words. You know, Samuel Shigbe, they don't know words. They don't understand the etymology and the historicity of words. They don't understand those things. But anyway, he's trying to be is an amateur propagandist. And so, but when they talk, you can see the pure mendacity, the lies. They'll be obvious. And so they have been lying lately on Facebook. Oh, we are not going to court. The other side, they can call the other side. The national administration, right? Oh, they're lawyers. They met with our lawyer, and they said they're not going to court again. The people kept lying and lying and lying. People are backing. Nobody's backing. And that is what they call self-deception. The guys are fooling themselves. They know that Green is drowning. The guys don't love Green. No. Samuel Shigbe is not the one that is in court. Paul Lucala is not in court. Lisa Fowler is not in court. It's Green. Green is the one that is in court. So the guys don't love Green. Lisa Fowler, the woman, and say, McCAULEY president, and the woman here. And so these are the people that get on Facebook and lie 24/7. But you know, the voice of the people is here to bring the truth to the people. Green Code GDO is being dragged to court tomorrow. Nobody is taking anything from court. So be in the know. Green is going to court. You see how worried the man is? You see the man's face? Green cannot sleep. And the guys are not helping the man. The man is worried. Why some of them they're drinking the alcohol, they're drinking everything, they want to eat. Lisa Fowler there, they can eat anything. Green can't sleep. But they don't pity the man. They don't pity Darius Moen that went in the account and stole the people money, 90,000. Now Darius and Green Code GDO now, because they will push Darius, what Darius did is criminal. To go in the account and take $90,000 from there, nobody authorized you. And so now, Dario will put Green bought outside. And Green, because he had to defend himself. Okay? And so, the real thing can become a beginning tomorrow. We will bring it to you, the breaking news. The initial is the opening stage. So, it's a long process. Don't expect tomorrow to say, oh, Green is guilty. It will take a while. Okay? These guys, they will be on Facebook 24/7 and cussing with me. I'm seeing your communication. I will take a look in a little bit. Yeah, I will take a look a little bit. I'm seeing some communication coming in here. All right. So these are the people that can be cussing 24/7 on Facebook. They're cussing the elders, they're cussing the women, anybody. Once you disagree with them, because they don't have the proper vocabulary, they don't have the information, so all they know is the curse. You know, like take two people fighting, right? The other guy is stronger and the other person weak. So when the strong man hits the listen man, all he does, you run and go grab stick and knock that person. That's what they do. So they are lazy people. All they do is cuss. And you saw the other day, 4 hours, they're on Facebook and cussing the president for saying, we're going to court. They don't want to go to court, but they are on Facebook and lying. They're giving themselves false hope. And these are the people my scholarship depends on to be represented in SINOE. Are you serious? Some people cussing everybody. Maybe that some people will vote for you or Polukala. The men don't bring nothing to the table. But anyway, the talking point here, guys, is don't be fooled by these guys. They're a bunch of liars. They don't say the truth. They don't believe in truth. They don't believe in honesty. It's about propaganda, lying. Propaganda is a people. Anybody say my propaganda team, propagandistic team. Remember, it's an offensive way of saying we're going to lie to you. They are liars. And so we are going to court. They are worried right now. Green is worried. Green can't sleep. You see the man face? Green can't sleep. We are going to court tomorrow. We are setting history. The United Support Association, we are bringing a new dawn in our organization. You are not going to eat our money and go free. And people are saying yesterday on a teleconference or listening, hey, let's take it for court. What you are doing? People, they are not serious. In the era of Dark Sayopode and Robert Tembe, we will make sure justice comes to the organization. The stealing will stop. People will not take their hard-earned money and give it to the leaders so that we can do something for people back home, and few people will put it in their pocket. And they say they are the giants. And they will misuse the money. They will use the money and build palava huts and the hospital in the president town. Green Code, your former president. No medicine there. But he's saying building palava huts. That's what we call lack of vision. And the Bible is right. Lack of vision, the people perish. And so our people are dying. We have a visionary leader who is focusing on geographical decoration, building palava huts, nesting quarters. When he goes there so he can sleep, so mosquito can't bite him. That's what he focused on. That's the focus. No school. They gave scholarship. He said, no, I'm giving people scholarship. Yes. No scholarship for the people. They give you 12. You reduce it to 6. They give you 12. You reduce it to 6. And yet, the 6 student, you did not give a scholarship. And on top of that, your time is over in office. If you have any disagreement with the board of directors, Green Code say, you know what? ESOTERIC, the board of directors, they want to bring my jail bomber down. And so what I would do, what I would do is, I will go loot the people money. Say ESOTERIC, and those guys go to Jawi then. They won't bring my private jet down. No, you say Air Force One. How you call it? So I will go in there, put an account and wipe the money from the account. So he went and took $50,000, $40,000, 2 days, 90 grand. Then he said, no, that is not enough. He went back again. It took 2,500. He said, no, that is insufficient. He went back again. Okay, that's the total for the 90 grand. He went back. He said, you know, I want more money. 7,200 until he said $1.28. I don't know why he did with the 28 cents. So he took that money. The money, the organization that Green Geo private property. He said, Dara, you know what? Go there. Judge signed that thing. So Dara went and wrote the voucher, the check, filled out the 40 grand. Dara rolled it. Right? And they took the people money. They took our money. And somebody saying, we are backing them. You must be hallucinating for Dark Sayopode to beg you. After you finish stealing, do I know that somebody who can bear rogue? No. I am the one that makes the road to run away from me. I don't beg you. And so right now, Dave Puri is on the wrong. Because he too, when he have a chapter account in Iowa, he is a chapter president, and he at the same time is the vice president for Green Gold GDO. See, the guys are power greedy people. They don't want to leave power. How would say that Frances was the president for the Delaware Valley chapter, and she became the national president, and she said, you know what, I'll still be the local president and be the national president. So Green vice president, Dave Puri said, you know, I'm leaving power. I will be the local chapter president. I will be the Green Gold GDO vice president. And I'm honoring corruption that indictment. I will not recuse myself. I will still be in power. And so they could win. Green Gold GDO vice president, they deposited. He went and took money. He said it's not for the United Support Association, but he put the money in our account. Then it begs the question, why? Why he didn't put it in your private account? He put it in his United Support Association account, and he said the money not for us. And then he wired the money in different accounts. Bunch of corrupt people. So after Green tomorrow, they put his next. They put his next. So I just here to reassure our people, the members of the union, don't be fooled by those liars. They are still amateurs, okay? They are not sophisticated at propaganda. They want to be propagandists and liars, okay? They won't fool our people and say, the people backing us, we are not going to court, their lawyer, may our lawyer, and all that nonsense. Don't listen to it. Right now, Green is not sleeping. Whole day, tomorrow, Green going to court. Dara is not sleeping. All those people that took our money, they are not sleeping right now because our lawyers are not joking. Green, any property that Green owns, any property that Dara owns that has a name on it, everything is on the line. We are not joking here. We are setting an example. And so Frances Claire is in power. When she messes up, we're doing the same thing to her. Anybody that comes after Frances, you mess up, we're doing the same thing to you. We are not joking around here. And so people get on Facebook and lie to our people. The Sapo community will set precedent, will set an example that will tell other people that you are not allowed to steal people's property. You can't take what does not belong to you and put it in your pocket, and you are telling elders to go to the bank, and the man sat there for 6 solid hours, only for the man to call you later. You didn't call the man to say, oh, we changed our plan. And Mr. Bodwell, after Bodwell Sr. left his house, America, the people don't get respect for anybody again, my people. Mr. Bodwell, after Bodwell, our former superintendent, that man left his personal business, went to the bank. The people said they would get the money to the pape, and they didn't get the money. They didn't call the man, no call, no show. All right. And the pape got to call them before they say, oh, pape, we're not coming. All right. So that's the people. So don't be fooled, guys. Tomorrow you'll get a preliminary from the court. I'm here for sure to update you, to give you the information that you need. We are going to court. Those that want peace, they can pursue it. We also want peace, but peace without justice is chaos. You can't live you can't say you want peace and you can't hold criminals accountable for what they do. And say, oh, we want peace, let's live together. No. You have to punish criminals. That's what laws are made. That's why we got different institutions. We have different branches of government, okay, to do certain job. And so we say, you know what? We got ethical people and we got unscrupulous people. We got bad people. And so for the bad people not to suppress the good ones, let's establish something we call law that will hold everybody accountable. And so we'll go through the law. If somebody does wrong or whatever, you are accused of something, we'll go through the process of law. You're guilty, we'll punish you if it requires punishment. If you have to pay some money to that person, you pay. And that's how we do it. Just say, oh, you know what? We are the same people. Yeah, we all like when people go to court in Liberia, we are Liberians, right? Americans, people, they are Americans that take each other to court. So Sabo man, this Sabo man to court when you steal. No, nothing wrong with that. Law is not a criminal activity. Going to court is not a crime. And that's what the law is there for. To adjudge, to adjudicate. When somebody goes wrong, to determine who is wrong. And so we are going to court tomorrow. You must rejoice because we are not saying, oh, we want to fight physically. No, we say we're going through. The people give her the authority. And so you'll go to court if Green does not listen. And that's what we are doing tomorrow. Green does not sleep right now. He's not sleeping. All right, let's switch gear to something. So We finished clearing all the lie that they told to you. All right, let's get to the next thing that I want to talk about here. We call this elementary political rascality of MILTON TEAHJAY, which comes in the form of genuflection to Mr. Jeremiah McCauley. Will not help him. All right, so let me see here, guys. Let me see quickly. Let me see something here. Quick commercial, I'll be right back.
Sandy on the beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE with Esoteric, understood by the chosen few. Let me see some communications coming in here. Let me look at them and see something. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting breaking news here. Before the breaking news is read, let me see. I don't know how authentic it is. Wow. So this is the breaking news. So let me share this with you from a source. Right. Listen. Before I read it, we need a breaking news here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we were on, we got an information in the factual room of Voice of SINOE. It says with respect to the case tomorrow, it's a communication that just came in. I'm not going to disclose my source, but that's the person that is working directly with our lawyers. Okay, and this is what the communication that was just sent. It said no court tomorrow. They sent negotiation communication. Green Court sent negotiation communication. Getting serious. No court tomorrow. They send negotiation communication. They changed their name to National Support Association. It's not United Support Association anymore. Green has changed his name to National Support Association. Not United Support Association in the Americas. Okay? We are the United Support Association in Americas. Green changed the name to National Support Association. Money by more play the Green. I can make a man to run away. I told you, Green, long time ago before we got to this point. I said, Green, there will be no problem if you were to change your name to Green Court GELEO'S Association in Minnesota. Or Green Court GWION Association in Manajohn House, something of that nature. You didn't listen. You think you were a strong guy, beating your chest. Green has changed your name. Green has changed your name. It said no court tomorrow. I'll read this slowly. It's very interesting. No court tomorrow. They send negotiation communication. They are negotiating, meaning when they say offensive way of saying they are backing. That's what it means. So negotiation, the guys are backing. The ones that refuse to listen to the elders, they are backing now. They changed their name to National Support Association. National Support Association. NSA. Okay? NSA. National Security Association. Something like that. NSA. Okay? I thought they were the real support people. No, they are fake. Hold the court info. Please don't get it out until I get the official communication by far central. Well, the information out already. I don't read it in totality. But that's it. The official communication will come to me today far. And then the next show will give you more details about the backing that Green Coach Leo and group they are doing now. They change and they scare people. Following you also. Following you. I say, me, that's how you put it. When I move from behind you, you know that you are done. The day I move from behind Green Coach Leo, Green still didn't see as a boy. But then the guy is not smart. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason you see Green face like this is because Green is backing now. Because he knows it's not easy. It's tough on him. And so the lion now, the hurricane now is backing. And my first time to see hurricane backing you. And man, he changed the name. Green Coach Leo changed the name to National Support Association. Let me see the communication that came here. They changed their name and took another organization's money. Wow, that's a good one. You changed your name, but you took a United Support Association money. Why did you take our money there? You are not United Support Association, and you went United Support Association account and took $90,000 from there. Why? Green, why have you done this to us, Mr. Rogue? You stole. That's pure stealing. You are not United Support Association, but you went in United Support Association account and took $90,000 from there. The man just made things worse for himself. This is worse. From worse to ridiculous. From the fire to the frying pan. Now the man does not have legitimacy anymore to go in our account. At least when you say, oh, I'm United Support Association in the Americas, then it makes sense. You say, okay, I went in my account and took the money. But you are a different organization. And you went in another organization account? That's stealing. What? The thing is bad on Green now. It's terrible. It may change the name. But then when you are another organization account and took money from that, oh, what kind of man is this? Who is talking to the brother? Who is telling Green to do your things? Wow. Esoteric, you are doing a great and fantastic job. We must set precedent now so that those who will follow afterwards. Yeah, we got to deter those people that want to steal from us. The Vice President, welcome aboard. That's the National Vice President. You guys are doing great. For Green Coach, you now to turn to Rebecca. You are doing you and Francis Clark Myers. You got my respect. That's how you do it. Everybody been begging this guy. And Green now turned to Becca, or Francis Clark Myers, and William Mann, and the man begging now. He changed his name. This is a victory for the Mayan Myers administration. What? You see, I got a lot of respect for you guys. It's great. It's great. Where is the Iron Lady? Let me bring the Iron Lady here. The great Iron Lady. You know what? I got to play the woman music small. Francis, a strong woman. The chairman of the board of directors is a strong man. Green changed the Neo. One day to the time, he was joking around, were playing Mako with him. He felt a hit. He said, no, they're not joking. They're not joking with me. I will go to jail. I will lose all my he said, why you hear build a house again? He said, what? 1847, the time LeBron game or independent, I want the house he living in, I want a boy, so he want to put it to your house. So hold on. I can't play Madam Francis Clark Myers music here. This is a victory. This is a victory for the woman here. What? You know what I mean? Greenwood, you gotta run away. Caesar, run away. Laura King, run away. Adusua, run away. The poor man said this they ran away. Yes, I get Who know where the president? Francis Black Green, Oblo, Johnson, what? You come at Ross, Oblo, Francis, come on. Francis, come on, you know what? Obla Green and Johnson, Upper Green cow. What? This is what we call powerful leadership. Less than 5 months in office. Madam Francis Clark Myers and Mr. William Manning administration, with the support of the Reverend Dr. Fallacy, we are getting good results within the Southport Association. The Southport Association in Americas, for years, people will eat our money and they want to go with impunity. But no, Honor Francis Clark Myers and William Manning, under the chairmanship of Mr. Dr. Reverend Tylerson Fowley, they said, no, we got to change our culture. And so tomorrow, we are supposed to be in court. Green now is backing. Green and the so-called money-making machine now, they are backing. It's serious now. The people just, somebody was asking, let me see the comment right here. He said, if you can elaborate further, changing your name to another organization, why shouldn't be a court hearings tomorrow? Okay, Mr. Tolly, Mr. Mondu, the reason I think there will not be hearing tomorrow is because the communication said they are negotiating now because they don't want to go to prison. And so they are backing, pretty much they are backing our lawyers. Apparently that's what they are doing right now. And also the lawyers say, hold on, send it backing or hold a little bit. All right. All the struggle, the pain and suffering you guys go through the negotiation, they will start paying all our money too. You know. So let's hold on small. That the lawyer gave us the instruction. All right. So Mr. Monbu, you are a great soldier. You're pressure too. You're coming on the red side of justice. That's what got us this victory today. Green Code Geo, enjoy saying, Jeremiad Green Code Salah. No, something I must say before I go to something else. That I want to show you a pattern. I mean, why is it that Madam Joy saying she always putting people on her back though? Why? Okay, Green Code Geo, she got green. Look at the picture, right? Over here, she attempted to put Francis on her back. I don't know why. Then you don't call her put anyway. So she attempted putting Francis on her back. Francis refused. You know, say the butt heads on the picture here. Now, let me show you a little bit. The reason I'm asking, you see, opinion you're like going that you're poor. Why is she putting adults on her back? Her back, that special bag, what is there? You see, opinion you're like going why? And so I'm just trying to do the investigation. Why is she also always putting people on her back? The opinion you're like going why? What is she? The one person that put my Ross on her back, that Moe put on her back. But I mean, there's something about this back business here. See, she put a rough person on her back. She put a rough person on her back. I mean, I'm wondering why. They're calling about Queen here. She put a rough person on her back. Me, I'm looking at these images and like, she put rubber tuba on her back. Huh? Why? Then, I mean, more poor Mr. Boyce, when she posts Mr. Boyce, then it makes it that horseman. That one it makes it for me. But why are you putting all these different people on your back? I don't understand. So I was just wondering, the boss say, "Uni, do come out say uni?" Put rubber tuba there. Greek would you be all back forever? I don't know. Tia when you want to go say. Now, North Dakota president, President wife here, she want to chair lady back. Now, my man call in Liberia, call her Bawie, on the chair lady back. That's your point. Why is she putting people on her back? They were going there. The queen in Prague, up support their green in there. She put her up on her back. Then, big up on her back. Then she put her other person on her back. The other one again. The other person. Oh. Then she missed Francis Clark Myers. So why is she? I mean, I try to pay attention to certain details. Why is she always putting people on her back? You know, so it was a little amazing. You know, maybe I say what I want. Now why right now Green Coach Geo is backing? Yeah. Right now, I think Green Coach Geo is making plan with her. Man, I just see I think what you told me you're doing that work. What happened? What happened? Before now, the people say, people I had to change my name. The man changed the name. Wow. Green changed her name. Wow. Listen right now. Let me read this. As we discussed on the phone yesterday, I have attached the contract between USA and its contractor for construction in Liberia. You can see the process or the progress payments specified in that contract. I have also attached the wire transfer receipt you requested. Please let the court know whether 12-9 works for you for the continuing hearing pending resolution for the injunction motion. When you are able, please let me know about the 2,000 for purpose of a joint motion. Wow. I am traveling today, so I only have periodic access to email. Okay. And so major communication here, I'm not disclosing my source, but it's serious. This is for our lawyer. This is for our lawyer. Things are tough on Green right now. He has received, yes, they say email from their lawyer. The Green lawyer, not our lawyer. The Green lawyer talking. Let me read that communication here. I just read it, the other details are following. They are running scared. I have more info. We can talk later. Please don't read. A later will be I see the email again so the people can know. What? Let me read what Green lawyer said. From Jerry Nussberg. The Green lawyer, he said, yeah. United Sapper Association, GREENE, or was it GREENE at all? Then they wrote our lawyer. This is why he said. A Green GREENE lawyer, let me read that slowly to you. As we discussed on the phone, our lawyer, he or she talking to. As we discussed on the phone yesterday, I have attached the contract between USAA, not National Support Association, they say USAA, our organization, right? USAA, its contractor for construction in Liberia. You can see the progress payment specified. You know, so ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. It's getting serious on Green Code, and so the man changed the name to National Sapo Association. You draw something for me now. You draw something now for the juice and new that coming to you. You want to draw something for me? Okay, so you want to draw something for me. I will dance on France. I will dance on France. Send me a play. Listen for the player. Français will never. Bring back here, my people. We're Georgia. With a Georgia, I want Français Aplomb. You can't sing now. I guess you're dancing. Where's the love? The great job the woman is doing. Green Code now. Green has changed the name to National Sapo Association. Okay, where? Now in Minnesota, National Sapo Association. Where? National what? National Iowa Association. Green what do so? Click play some play money or click on well. The guy gave up. I mean, I have said that. I mean, you are a child state of the poor now. They have job. We gotta send people so they can kick you out of the country. The people begging they one guy over and over. It depends on Johnson and putting you on your back. Yeah. Yeah, they are putting you walk all day. That your poor Greek go to the best stop people money. You didn't get our people food. You didn't get a children's scholarship. You didn't put medication in your hospital. You didn't no drinking water, no library. And the man paying for alcohol and you put a man on your back. And we are talking the mouthpiece of the elders, the oracle of the ancestor, Dr. Yopode. And I've been speaking. People of the Sapo land, people of Santa County, listen to your holy priest. That's how you put it. When you are going astray, I will bring you on the right track. And say, no, yes, the road that goes to the beautiful city of justice. This is the road that goes to the side, to the melancholic city of Satanism, where you guys were. You are in the satanic hole. And I'm telling you, come out. Come to the beautiful city, the metropolis of justice. Come on the side, that's how you put it. You know, guys are on Facebook, they're running propaganda. They say, oh, the people backing you. Now they got to change their name. They got to negotiate with us now. Now, you come and beg me cuckoo now because the man, I will be stubborn. And Green say you are stubborn, lion in the cage. Hurricane coming fall down. You will see now. You will see how the water get inside the coconut. Once I put there, so you put there on something you win, you can win. The name Sapo is what makes us unique. They will give up that name. Yeah, they will also force them to take that Sapo from there. There will be a National Jersey Association. That's it. Or National Cameron Ross Association. Will make sure they get rid of that Sapo. Right now, they are not even united people. They are what? Oh, yeah, because they are divided. So they call themselves, they will put it, National Divided Association, whatever they call themselves. I'm not sure that's a breaking news from Green Coach GWION and group. They are now negotiating, they are backing, they changed their name, So that's the voice of SINOE. That's where you can get information fresh. Let me get to something else that I want to talk about here before we get going for the day. So I want to just show you this quickly. I call this elementary political rascality of Milton TEAHJAY, which comes in the form of genuflection to Mr. Jeremiad McCauley will now help him. As a result of the SINOE our county senator Milton TEAHJAY, we have been telling you the same way we are beating, Green has been beaten now and Green is backing. Milton TEAHJAY of SINOE County, who got the biggest, the loudest mouth. Milton TEAHJAY, like Green Coach GWION, is now backing too. He wants to be senator for us. After stealing our money, after recently stealing our daughter vehicle, Milton TEAHJAY now, he has joined Green Coach GWION, and he's backing. So when you say genuflection is when you kneel down and you're begging to wash it. So this man, let me show you. The owner of SINOE County, the man say he owns SINOE County, Milton TEAHJAY. See what Milton TEAHJAY is doing now? It's serious. Milton TEAHJAY now bending down to another man. And he say, you will see who the man. The man who can be on TV, see, you will see who the man. The man now, he bending down to another man and begging him for vote. The house serious. Milton TEAHJAY gone. He done. Milton TEAHJAY of SINOE County. Milton, you got to understand this. The great tyrants of history, they are all dead and gone. At a certain point, they will be at the zenith. They will think they are the only people, they are unconquerable. There will come a point where you will go down. So the great Roman empires, those very, and I mean, the Hitler, those bad people, they all king, they thought they were all mighty, they were unconquerable. And they are all gone now. And so that's what we have been telling Milton TEAHJAY. Redeem yourself and leave the corruption. Listen to other people, don't feel you are almighty. So 2023 is getting closer. And from every indications, it's clear that Milton TEAHJAY has no path of winning. Because he has attacked practically everybody in the county. And so people are saying, we don't want you. And so he's now going to Mr. McCauley. He was the representative for SINOE County Electoral District number 2. All right. The man, the papa wanted re-election. Milton TEAHJAY said he doesn't want McCauley. And so he brought the late Namaslaw, I think, and Namaslaw beat him. One of the, yeah, I think Namaslaw beat him. Something of that nature. Yeah, so Namaslaw did not make it, and the papa ran again. The papa ran again. Milton TEAHJAY said, no, I don't want you again. I want the Ghana man. And the Ghana man I want will be the representative. And so, choose. All right, hold on, let me see. Hey guys, a quick commercial. Let me talk to the little one here. I'll be right back. Just quick commercial. I will be right back.
I won't tell you later, but Martin, I won't think. I won't tell you later, but Martin, I won't think. I hear something, 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 I hear something. Destiny, they can't stop my destiny. Destiny, they can't stop my destiny.
All right, guys, so welcome back. So now, Milton TEAHJAY 2017, this paper right here, Mr. McCauley, Jeremiad McCauley was the incumbent then in District number 2, SINOE County. All right. And so they put the late Namaslaw against him. Milton TEAHJAY said he doesn't want the paper, you know. The papa is mean, the papa this, the papa does not support him, the papa can't worship him, and so he does not want Mr. McCauley. And so he put the Nate Nambislo against him, and Nambislo defeated Mr. Jeremiah McCauley. Now, Mr. Nambislo did not make it, he passed away. The old man came back, he wants to go back in the district to represent the people. Milton TEAHJAY said, no, I don't want you. I am now, this time around, I'm taking my Ghana man. And the Ghana man I want to be the representative of the people. And so they beat the Ghana man. He also supported the Ghana man to be senator. Cousin Chie beat the Ghana man. In no time, recently, the Ghana man ran again, and Samson Weah beat him. So he has been beaten 3 times in no time. Okay? So, Milton TEAHJAY, he disgraced Mr. McCauley twice, calling, as time goes by, I'll give some of the audience where you are calling the old man different names, insulting the man. Okay. Calling the man different names and all of that. Milton TEAHJAY right now giving the politics in Sino County, the people, they want peace. And everybody, they have done their analysis and say, you know what? The people of Sino County, they have decided to say, you know, this guy for the past 8 years in the Liberian Senate, Milton TEAHJAY I'm talking about, he hasn't done anything good for us. For example, instead of going and bathing in his pool, in his house, the man went in the forest and doing aquatic necromancy. Okay? That witchcraft activity basically left Morovia. Even in unification time, he has a big compound. When you stole our money, he built that compound, he got pool in there, he left it, went in the forest and doing witchcraft activity. The people say, you know what? We don't want witchcraft. We want somebody who will do something for us. So the people, they also look at Milton TEAHJAY and say, you know what? For the fact that the man was declared guilty, it's not right. It's not right for we, the people. We can't take that charter of philosophy. You kill my mind, you kill my power, I will vote for you. Milton TEAHJAY killed us economically. And so we can't put the man back there, you know. So the people look at it and say, no, Milton is not the right person. They also look at the bill he sponsored to make rape legal. Rape is the second highest crime in Liberia, according to the UN report I read. And this guy is sponsoring a bill to make rape legal in the country. All you have to do when you rape a little girl, pay money to the court and you are good. At the bill Milton schedule, the sponsor. So the people of Sino Council said, no, we don't want this man for this. So they gave a lot of reasons. Like, for example, Cote Verde, the charge they put on him, the men that represent us. And the people, the government is saying, the government lawyers saying, they put crimes on him: economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, misapplication of entrusted property, and violation of PPCC procedures and processes. You know, so the people say, no, because of that, we can't disgrace ourselves. We can't make the man to be our lawmaker again. They also look at this and say, you know what? He was declared guilty, and they fine him $50,000 United States dollars. And up to now, Milton has not paid. So why should we vote for the man again? All right. So they look at this evidence. His ability to divide the people of Sino County, sponsoring bill to take the other tribal group land. So the people look at that and say, no, we don't want Milton TEAHJAY. They look at this one also and say, you know what, the man denied us job. We gave him job in the Capitol building to get income for himself and to seek our interest, but the man refused to give us job. And so we don't want Milton TEAHJAY. All right. The people also look at this right here and say, you know, this man was given $1 million or $2,646,870 to undertake 74 projects in Sino, and the man abandoned those projects. So what incentive do we have? Why should we put the man back? We can't do that. So they said no. They said no. This man also took a stranger vehicle from other county and took the woman vehicle, Patricia Flomo. Why should we make the man lawmaker when he is going? I mean, he started from our county here and took Ophelia Brown's land, and he built a house on it. The woman got to go to court. He went to the court in Sino. The court declared guilty. He got there. He went to the Supreme Court, and the people still declaring guilty. Why should we make that man lawmaker? So the people said, no, we don't want Milton TEAHJAY. All right. They also reference this right here, the letter he sent for the people TEAHJAY, the people in his own area, in his own town, village, for the 6 of them. Milton TEAHJAY said, you know what, you take the people from payroll. He instructed Annie Pobler, who is the statutory superintendent, who works directly for anything Milton TEAHJAY says that what a woman does. You know, so he instructed a woman to take 46 person. They did nothing wrong. And he said, you tell the people from payroll, they don't deserve to eat. They don't deserve to have food on their table. No. They don't deserve to send their children to school. No. All right? And so the people look at this evidence. They also look at the machine, the old machine that Milton bought. They gave him, after the $2 million, they gave him almost $10 million to buy yellow machines for the county. He bought machines that don't work. The very day Milton brought the machines in the county, and they packed those machines where they are today, as simply they are. They can't work. The man bought this machine and packed them just to steal and put the rest of the money in your pocket. The people also look at that. They said, oh, the propaganda the man ran against us to divide our people, calling a legitimate district inside of Bocas. We can't vote for this man. They also look at it and say, no, that man was a spokesperson for Charles Taylor, the man who murdered 250,000 innocent people in the country, and Milton TEAHJAY was a spokesman for him. We can't vote for Charles Taylor again. No, we can't do that. The people also looked at the injustice. They said the people of SINOE County, they wanted Milton TEAHJAY to go to jail for 5 years because according to the PPCC Act, the act that he violated, the law said whoever violates that act, when you are declared guilty, you got to go to court for 5 years. And the people said the court did not do them justice. Instead of sending Milton TEAHJAY to jail for 5 years, they want to fine $50,000, and Milton has not paid the $5,000 or $50,000. So why should they vote for him? The people also look at the account. They say our account, the man, when you are superintendent, the man left our account negative $27,000 United States dollars, negative $27,178.28. So what incentive do we have to vote for the man again? All right. So they went on and on. The people naming things that Milton TEAHJAY did. Milton TEAHJAY himself telling the people corruption power got it. You listen to him.
No one nominated in the entire Republic of Liberia tell you that I have shown my 5 fingers to some of the post that are in my hand. No one nominated. They will be so disappointed to come to my point. No, I have a kind of tradition in my office. I was chairman, which I intend to continue. And that tradition is when I'm confronting people, I tell them the truth. They are the ones who are giving you this job. But if we don't confirm you, you will not pay. Okay. I also have young people behind me that need to work. So by God's grace, if we succeed confirming you, because the head of 1 or 2 needs. When I put the green, I confirm, please take a move for me. Let me be a PR officer in the agency. That's the right number I get it. I get that. But to me, all of you, the young people are.
Okay, so you heard Milton TEAHJAY say that corruption part, I get it. I can't deny. All right, there was a Namadike issue when you are appointed to be the head of the election commission, and Milton TEAHJAY, other article out there where the man have to give him $20,000 for a confirmation, all of that. All right, so the people look at all these pieces of evidence and they say, you know what, we don't want Milton TEAHJAY again to represent or to be our senator. They don't want him. So now what Milton TEAHJAY is left with now is what I call elementary political rascality. And so now what he's doing now, the man who said, will know who the man in SINOE County will know. The man now is now bending down to another man. All right, you're begging Mr. McCauley. The man he denied, he refused twice. All right, now he begging McCauley to get support to him, to support him 2023. All right, and that's the picture you see here. So it's the elementary political rascality of Milton TEAHJAY, and he thinks genuflecting and rolling on the ground and crawling in front of McCauley will make you senator again or SINOE County. No, McCauley himself is convinced that you don't deserve to be senator. Because from all indications, if Mr. McCauley supports Milton TEAHJAY, then it means Mr. McCauley is pro-corruption because that's the history of Milton TEAHJAY. Anybody who supports Milton TEAHJAY means that you are pro-corruption. It means that you support rape to be the law of the land. That's what it means. Mr. McCauley will not do that. Mr. McCauley will not look at this man's record and support him. He will not look at this, where they call the crimes, the poor Milton TEAHJAY, and say, oh, I'll still support him. So anybody who supports Milton TEAHJAY, all the crimes, taking people's vehicles, that's why you are supporting. And so the people of San County have resolved not to support Milton TEAHJAY to make senator again. And so the next thing Milton TEAHJAY is left with is to crawl before another man. He begging, literally, he begging McCauley. Oh, sorry for me rejecting you 2 times. I told Ghana man over you. Othello Kojo. 3 times he told Othello over the pape. And now he begging the man. And like Green Kojo disrespected practically everybody. Now he begging. So the Milton TEAHJAY, we got the one Sapo guy and the one Kuru guy. They just terrible, you know. So that's it. Milton TEAHJAY, that would not help you, brother. We have told you that 2023 is your end politically. You will be a private citizen and you go on radio and be cussing as usual. And you see whether somebody will give you a job. Milton TEAHJAY is done. It's done. No more Milton TEAHJAY as of 2023. As of 2023, Milton TEAHJAY is no more. All right? He will not be in the House of Senate, in the Senate anymore. The man will have there is Mr. Zaza. And I show you some of the team Milton TEAHJAY himself admitted to what Mr. Zaza is doing. And I hear people, hey, Milton TEAHJAY build town halls. All that. Something rocks in the people's brains. For somebody that can't tell me you support somebody because the person built town hall. And there's somebody pressing green for building Palava huts. Green Code Geo is in America, and then we get Milton TEAHJAY in Liberia. Somebody building Palava hut or town hall and you rejoicing. The man built private school for himself. Milton TEAHJAY I'm talking about. He built private school for himself and he going around building Palava houses or town halls for people like Green Code Geo. And he says, a good man. If somebody does not educate you, that person does not like you. The man who built a private school for himself so he can exploit the people. Take money. If you don't pay Milton TEAHJAY school, it's not free school he's giving. You people go, you go there, you don't pay, you may put you outside. So it's the best thing that Milton TEAHJAY is doing with the people. So he has nothing concrete in the county. Even in the Capitol building, no bill the man has sponsored. Nothing. For 8 years, Milton TEAHJAY can't pass one bill. He sponsored a bill to create jobs for Senate, Deputy Senate Pro Tempore, that one died. He sponsored another bill to make rape billable, that one died. He sponsored another bill to take the single people land, that other one died. Milton TEAHJAY sponsored any bill that passed both chamber of Congress. So why you got a man, and on top of that, you are declared guilty, you got all these things behind you. So the people of San County, they say, we don't want a man now. So Milton TEAHJAY said, the last thing I have now is to beg. I got to go back. McCauley, I beg you, can't support me. I still want to be senator. Please, sir, please. And McCauley said, look at the idiot. What do I look like? What do I look like? I look like an idiot to put you there so you can steal our money? No, I'm not. McCauley is not going to support Milton TEAHJAY. And I know you were not. Because if he did that, it means that he is pro-corruption. He is pro-division. He is pro-dividing the people of San County. Insulting people. And that's why McCauley is supporting. And I don't think you want to do that. No. I don't think he's a tribalist. So McCauley is not a tribalist. So he's not going to support Milton TEAHJAY, who is riddled with naked tribalists. All he thinks about is TEAHJAY. That's what he thinks about. If he the TEAHJAY people, he's not in favor of them. Mother Dwight over here, the woman supported the Milton TEAHJAY campaign 2014. That woman printed t-shirts and stuff like that. They nominated Mother Dwight to be the city mayor for unification or one of the cities over there. Milton TEAHJAY vehemently opposed the woman. No. And on top of that, 46 citizens from TEAHJAY. And Milton told the people, say, remove this 46 people from payroll. Right? I'm not just talking. The evidence is here. So anybody who supports Milton TEAHJAY, these are the things you're supporting. Because no legacy, no history for the past 8 years, Milton TEAHJAY. Imagine, for 8 years, Milton cannot pass one bill. And the only thing you pass is to take somebody's car. That I want to build Milton TEAHJAY sponsor. Taking the young lady's car. They ain't do nothing in the building, so the best thing you do is just take somebody's car. That's it. So that's why you'll be voting for anybody who support Milton TEAHJAY. This is why you are voting for. All right, let's go to something else. So I just so that rascality Milton TEAHJAY doing and bending down is not going to help him. No political rascality will put you back in the Liberian Senate. You did not earn our support. You did not earn our admiration. No. Anybody who supports Milton TEAHJAY, that means you are for rape, you are for stealing. I mean, that's why you cussing people. Because that's the risk, that's the history he has set. That's the history Milton TEAHJAY has established for the past 8 years. He been there. Nothing there. There is nowhere in the archive of the Liberian Senate you will find bill that Milton TEAHJAY sponsored that passed both chambers of Congress in Liberia. Nowhere. Nothing. No history. No bill. So tell me why. I want to know those that are supporting Milton TEAHJAY. What is it that they're going to sell to the people? Oh, the man built town halls? Or he ate our money and you are declared guilty. Is that why you're going to sell to the people? What they say you're going to sell? Or be mouth? You just go and talk all day and cuss people out and take people vehicles, properties? Is that why you're going to campaign? I want to know what people want to, how they're going to sell this man to our people. Well, people have already decided they don't want a man. Tell me, somebody who built motel, he did not build school. He abandoned 74 projects in SINOE County and built a personal motel. And on top of that, he sponsored bill for rape so that the people will carry the children in a hotel so they can rape them. That's why you are voting for? I want to see anybody who's supporting Milton TEAHJAY come here on the platform and debate me how you want to sell Milton TEAHJAY to our people. What is it that you want to sell? People are talking about schools. They are talking about libraries. They are talking about hospital and clinic. The man abandoned all those things, 74 projects, including clinic, everything. And that the man you want to put by in the Senate? Our people are wise. The people of SINOE people, they are, or SINOE County, they are wise people. They're not going to put Milton TEAHJAY back over there. No way. They know it's clear. Anybody, when you see people supporting Milton TEAHJAY 2023, it means that the little money he stole, they won't eat it. The same way they ate Robert Sally money, or they ate Thomas Farah money. The people are wise now. They will say, okay, let's eat that one money. When we go in the booth there, you will see whether you will be behind us. So then they will eat your money. And that's why they're doing Milton TEAHJAY now. So he can go, if he likes, he can roll in front of McCauley. Yeah, Milton can roll in front of McCauley if he likes. But this is not going to help him. The man now tend to check. He begging. We'll see who the man inside of. He will be more all day. Now he's begging McCauley. Milton TEAHJAY are the medicine for you. Back in the day, I understand, they were calling you revolutionary, you are progressive, you are throwing the flesh of the people. Me, I'm throwing your flesh now because of your corruption. If you're a good man, I'll come and be on your side. But you're a terrible man. The thing you say you fought for, you are the antithesis of everything. You looting for your own people. You read letter and you say, I'm not no longer a member of the SINOE legislative caucus, I'm on my own. And now you are begging. Milton TEAHJAY, you will see. Again, you will see how water gains are going on. All right, let's get to something else here. I am Milton TEAHJAY. No rascality will save him. Nothing. All right, let's look at another TEAHJAY. I mean, I don't know whether it runs in a DNA. They just liars and trick people and loot from people. I don't know what's up with the whole family. Yeah, I'm sorry to say I don't know all of them, but the TEAHJAYs that I know so far, they are not honorable people. Patrick TEAHJAY, Milton TEAHJAY, the two of them collaborated already and took the young lady vehicle. Yeah, what? PROPHETKEY exposed Patrick TEAHJAY last the other day. PROPHETKEY embarrassed. I said, what? The guy, he actually joined his brother to come and lie, and PROPHETKEY embarrassed him. PROPHETKEY embarrassed the man. Let me talk to my woman here. Hello, hey baby. No, I'm still here. Yeah, let me wrap up my show. Calling you on the show. All right. Yeah. So guys, PROPHETKEY embarrassed Milton and Patrick TEAHJAY. Okay, PROPHETKEY embarrassed the man. Let me show you what PROPHETKEY did. To him. All right. Patricia Flomo embarrassed Milton TEAHJAY. She provided all the evidence in Liberia, or to us. Yeah, she gave the evidence to me. She gave the evidence to PROPHETKEY and other media outlets. Okay. So Milton TEAHJAY has no case. Milton has not shown any evidence. He tried forcing the gap of vehicle people, and then Patrick said the vehicle at 2007. Patricia said the vehicle at 2007. Milton TEAHJAY forced the people and put 2017 on the vehicle document. So the lies of Milton TEAHJAY was automatically dismissed. All right, we can see that the man lied. His brother now came on PROPHETKEY's show and said he came to debunk Patricia Flomo. Well, all that thing what Patricia told you, I'm here to debunk it. Una can't expose himself. PROPHETKEY can cause, but he's a smart guy. The man embarrassed Patrick TEAHJAY. Let me show you. A young lady, if you don't know that, a young lady vehicle they took. A vehicle here, Milton TEAHJAY bluffing with right now in Liberia. Enjoying the woman's sweat. Somebody else's sweat. All right? Now the vehicle there. Now, let me show you what PROPHETKEY did to this guy. The criminal number 2. The one here in America. Milton TEAHJAY number 2. The guys are horrible. They are not honorable. They take somebody else's property and they will be okay with that. Let me show you this.
Your concubine, because the good English word, you guys were not married, you were together, so she's a concubine. Your concubine came on the war stage and said a lot about you.
Oh, sorry, guys, let me go by me and that screen sharing. I'll take that picture down. Let me start that over. I think I made a mistake over there. So I got that picture up there. I want to show you this. So I'll go by and share it and share this again with you. So you can hear how PROPHETKEY embarrassed Patrick TEAHJAY. Patricia embarrassed Milton TEAHJAY. And then PROPHETKEY embarrassed Patrick TEAHJAY as well. The guys are a bunch of liars. They have no dignity whatsoever.
The other day we discussed your concubine, because the good English word, you guys were not married, you were together, so she's a concubine. Your concubine came on the war stage and said a lot about you, that you or God, as she sent to a bar in Liberia, you took the car and gave it to your brother. And your brother sitting on the car, and the car is not in your name, it's in your name. What do you have to say to that allegation, sir, Mr. TEAHJAY?
Okay, first of all, I will tell you thank you for bringing me on the show. For the initial stage, I felt a little bit bad the fact that you didn't talk to me. And every lie, she thought about DJ, and then you, based upon that, you said what you wanted to say. Having said that, I want to go through it bit by bit, because that guy is a pathological liar. When I say real pathological liar,
Patrick TEAHJAY is calling Patricia pathological liar. And he is the liar. You will see the lies being exposed. They call people names, they think they get big words, they know all of big vocabulary, so they will call people names, okay? But meanwhile, when you push them, they have nothing. So he calling Patricia pathological liar. Listen to the pathological, the man who is not a pathological liar. Listen to him.
So before I get to the car, let me start the package. Patricia said the car for her, she went to shop for the car to buy for her father. The man that bought the car from, I'll pay the man. If the man say yes, it was Patricia who saw the car, who went to look for car and saw it and bought it. I'll give the car free.
He said you're gonna give PROPHETKEY the dealer, the guy who he bought the vehicle from, you'll get a number to PROPHETKEY. He did not get that number. That's the same thing TEAHJAY can do. Oh, I have the doors here in my office. I have it at home. I will give it. They don't get anything, but they just lie. A bunch of liars here. Oh, I will call the dealer. TEAHJAY will say, bro, go to the archive right now. You'll see the other one. That's all they do. They are liars. Listen.
I just want to debunk all her lies. I'm not going to insult Patricia.
Okay.
I know who I am. So I'm going to go after it bit by bit. She living in your basement 5 years, we live together. So where was she living?
Okay, because of the war stage, that would just because you need to clarify. So the first thing is you said the first thing the car is for you and the car is not for her. You saw the car and you buy the car. Okay. So okay, she doesn't know nothing about the car. Let them talk one at a time because you want to war stage. On one at a time. Okay, the car for you.
What I'm trying to do, Prophetsky. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm at work. I'm trying to all the information she put out there. I want to answer to it. That keep quiet. And all of the questions I come with, whatever you want to ask, I can answer. Because my work, I might be able to maybe go anytime. So I want to touch on everything before I can do. This is possible.
Yeah, but you tell Chole to have to ask you to clarify. Because you said the car is not for her, it's for you. You saw the car. Was the car in your knee?
It's mine.
The car in your knee?
The car is not in nobody. It's not in nobody's name.
Okay, so the man said the car, Prophetsky asked him, is the car in your name? Then he said the car is in nobody's name. How is it you bought a vehicle and your name is not on a vehicle document? And he said the car is in nobody's name. How did he get a vehicle then? How are you the owner of the vehicle? You see that how Prophetsky exposed him. Okay, now one of the exposure right there. You say a property is for you. I'm saying, oh, the apartment or where I'm at right now, the place for me, but my name is not on it. How is it for me? Patrick just said the vehicle is in nobody's name, but he is the owner of the vehicle. How are you the owner? What should we look at? And Patricia Flomo is showing us documents. All right, the title of the vehicle, everything, they put everything in your name. Whether you pay for it or not, the fact of the matter is the vehicle is in the lady's name. But Patrick just said the vehicle is in nobody's name. So how did you ship the vehicle to Liberia if it is not in your name? You can take a car from America to another country without any identification that indeed you are the owner of the vehicle. So these guys are a bunch of liars, a big liars. They are rose. Patrick tells you expose yourself. But he asking your name and say, it's not in anybody's name. Listen.
But there's a paperwork that she processed.
Okay, in the family Prophetsky, if you ask Patricia Flomo, I can play all interview. She's very, very contradictory and inconsistent with the whole country. That's why I don't even want to go on it right now. I will not discuss all of these things that will come actually.
Let's see whether he's saying Patricia is inconsistent. Let's see whether he will be consistent. All right. the man is inconsistent, but he calls somebody inconsistent.
There's a document on the car you need, the car you shipped in America.
The paper here need that paper, that's a shipment paper. And if you call the man that bought the car from right now, I told the man, put it here and become a wallet now here. Put the shipment paper in my Patricia Flomo money after I pay the money.
Yeah, but if the man put a shipment you need, it be the car for her.
Oh, if you buy your car, and you say, send my wallet here, my girlfriend, you might say, yeah, put the shipment paper, let them put it here, they're shipping the car, then you claim it.
So not the car you need it for her. So not the car you need, how do we know property for somebody?
Prophetsky is right. If you say, oh, the car should go in somebody's name, whether you pay $1 million or whether the money comes from your pocket, once the receipt is not in your name, whether the title is not in your name, you are not the owner of the vehicle. Okay? So Prophetsky just exposed the guy. He said, oh, I put it in the woman's name and da. Okay, if the vehicle is for you, why you didn't put it in your name? I want to assume he does not even have proper documents. Maybe he doesn't have a driver license, or he has a lot of things on his driver license. So when he puts the vehicle in your name, when the government, they kind of conduct people, because when they drive behind you, once they put your plate there, they can see everything. They will take the vehicle. So he decided to put it in the woman's name because he's not straight. But once it is not in your name, it is not your property. So Patricia is the owner of the car.
You said you put it there, and the car is you and me.
Yeah. That's not the car paperwork. That's what I'm saying. I did not process the car paperwork. The car is not in her name. The car paperwork will be generated at a destination. Why should they process it here?
No.
Look at the nonsense talking. The car is not in Patricia's name. The paperwork will be processed at a destination. Okay. So where is coming from to the paperwork can be processed here? The guy think people is dumb. You cannot take a vehicle from the country if you don't show proper ownership, proper documentation. And you say, oh, where you are taking it, the destination you're taking it, that's why the people will be processed. Okay, how about here? Oh, America doesn't care. They can just let America looks at Liberia where you can take something from here without doing the proper paperwork. I'm begging you, man. So the man said, oh, when the proper car gets to where it's going to the destination, then they will do the paperwork. Who's going to buy that nonsense patriotism you're talking? So the two brothers are just not, they're not honorable people. They are liars.
For the document she put there, the document of the car, the car owner name is Josh. From there, the document, she's the second owner of the car, the document is there.
No car is her name, so she's second owner.
No, but the document there, the document is there. There's a document.
This is what we do. This is what we do. No, not for you, it's not for you. It's not between you and myself. It's between you and myself. I want to address the issues, the car issue. You can stick on it forever. I'll be fine. But as I told you, I'm at work. So can you give me like 20 minutes and call me back to spend the rest of the day on the car business?
So you running away?
No, I will never ever run away. I am at work.
So what Patty just said that you can't function, what are you going to say about that? She said you can't function.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying now that I wanted to come to everything. Function, not function. I don't even want to talk about it, but I know who I am. So now she said, I get friend in Liberia who can send me naked picture. That's a lie. I'm not involved with that. Did you get any question yet? The boss she with right now, the boss wanted to get. They got messages. I got a message on my phone. They want to call boyfriend right now. The same boss wanted I get. And they get close. But you couldn't even put me on the phone. Now they get close. I'm making great. They're making great. No, carry. So she wanted to find a way to get even with it again. That's why she's driving me in. I don't want to be part of it.
Well,
No, this girl, or children pa, she accused the children pa or raping a woman because the boy went back after me. The same thing she did to me as soon as I walked through those doors. She said, Padre, you raped my daughter. I said, you're crazy. If you ever mention it, you're going to get in trouble. So be careful with me. Now she bought.
yeah, but Patrick, you said that she said that you're making.
I mean, the guy just lying. Okay, if you say you know all these things about the guy can do this, they can lie on people, and you stay with that person for 5 years. I mean, like, come on, dude. You say, oh, the guy is this. People say she can do this, she can lie on people, she can put false allegation on people, but you decided to stay with a person for 5 years. Come on. And then the car business comes on, and that's when you say all the negative things. I mean, how can you be this dumb? You live with somebody who is bad for 5 solid years. Something must be wrong with you.
Basement for 5 years. And you say, how can you be living in a basement for 5 years? Then what was she living? Is the horse G in your knee? The horse is in your knee? He put for your knee?
I know, but that's a low income tax. So we're trying to buy.
So it was in your knee, it put for your knee, where in your knee?
No, low income tax. Section 8 cannot be in 2-person name. That's how you work here.
So it was in your knee.
Patricia not work for 3 years. Section 8 will be in her name because she doesn't work. I think cannot be on a doing better or other.
So it means that if I did tell an argument that you are living for her.
I know where you're going to live. I'm working, she's not working. So living with her, sorry, I'm not after you.
Because she sent me some document there where she sent some document where she been working, sent 20, like you said, she not working, sent some document.
So the man admitted, number one, he admitted that you are living with a girl. He said, oh, that's like section A, my Nina on it. Okay, then it is a validation of what the girl is saying that you're living with him, you're living with her. Okay, so that's another lie too. The man says, oh, the girl was living with him and da. But the man said, oh, that's section A house and 2-person name can be on it. So the property was in the girl name. And Patrick TEAHJAY was living with a girl. And now he wants to disgrace the girl. You can't appreciate a girl. You live with a girl for 5 years. You can't appreciate her. And you and TEAHJAY, you're trying to crook and take the vehicle from the girl. For 5 years, you need somebody basement free. It's section A house, whether that's section A or not. The fact of the matter is you have a roof over your head. You are not paying, because if you are in your apartment, you would have paid a lot of money. But you are in this girl basement for 5 years. And then the girl sent a vehicle to Liberia. Even she did something wrong, brother. You can't even remember what she did for you put roof over your head in America. It's a fun. for somebody to give you shelter? And then he's talking nonsense. Oh, the guy doesn't have a job and da. And Prophetkey is pressing him. Prophetkey is pressing him. Okay, if he said the woman doesn't have a job, she sent me some paperwork. Then he tried to switch it. Oh no, let me switch it. Yeah, standing the time. You know, so the guys are not. They are not serious people. They're a bunch of liars.
No, she said to me, man, I need to send it to you. I need to send it because she sent it to me.
They can say, no, wait. Before they go there, she went a little bit. I saw that she had never won. December 2020, August 2021. She said, two things up, I will give her $2,000, send it to you. So as I was saying, I'm begging you, my supervisor is waiting for me. Give me 20 minutes, I'll be right back, please.
Okay, no problem. Say you gotta go, no problem. We need you. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all can decide for yourself. Okay?
All right, so that's Prophetkey. He did a fantastic job exposing that guy. Patrick TEAHJAY was embarrassed by Prophetkey. The man embarrassed that man. All right, so you can see Milton TEAHJAY and his brother. They are not credible people. They are not appreciated. Nothing. The girl took care of their brother, and they all that thing for him. They took on Facebook. The other video I can't play here. The man was talking about the girl private parts. And I mean, I'm like, what can I do? What kind of people are these? Milton TEAHJAY, and they are just weird people. They talk about ladies. Milton TEAHJAY, he said, well, I mean, a press conference, you're talking about the girl, and all of what kind of guys they calling the girl criminal and all of that, but they can't show any document to prove that the vehicle for them. All right, so that Patrick TEAHJAY and Milton TEAHJAY, Patricia exposed Milton TEAHJAY lies, and then Prophetkey exposed Patrick TEAHJAY's lies, you know. So those are the people. Let me see the next one I have for you before I get going for the day. Let's see. I just want to talk about this quickly. What time will permit. Let's see. So misinterpretation and propaganda give rise to hatred, while hatred gives birth to massacre and genocide. All right, what is this? Let me take Patricia's picture down here. All right, so this one it's about, I want to talk about something here. You see, these are supporters of Green GREENE. The guys are all there to, they are just, their goal is to just put the whole community apart, you know. So they will carry misinformation, they will misinterpret things, and they will run propaganda. And you know, the history of Africa and around the world, these things, they are replete. We know what misinformation, disinformation can do. Because when you give people misinformation and false information, it either creates hatred, you know, because that's what the propaganda, you run first, this propaganda against other people, you put family apart, you put friends apart. I mean, you ruin relationships, you know. So if you even look at our country, Liberia, while we had the 14 years war, it was part of the propaganda between the American Liberians and the indigenous people. People ran this ridiculous propaganda. And then when Charles Soto brought the world, the people, it evolved into tribalism. It was, oh, the crown man doesn't like the other man, the GEO man doesn't. I mean, they run these things, and how innocent people, brothers and sisters, they kill each other for 14 years in Liberia because of propaganda, because of misinformation and misinterpretation of information. You know, when people are not honest, you saw this, we saw the same thing in Rwanda, where you see the propaganda, they were using radio station to pull the Tutsi and the Hutus against each other. And you saw what that did. And so it's a lot of things that we can reference. This is the same thing, the propaganda, that's what Hitler used and killed a lot of people in Germany. You know, so the same thing, it has crept into our community. We have the supporters of Green, the Samuel Shegbe and the Green Code. I mean, the Lisa Fare, those people, they go and just get on Facebook and lie and misinterpret things so that they can put the community apart, so they can put families and friends apart. And that's what they have been doing. And to understand, they were successful at that. They were successful at that to the point where the organization is at this point. They were successful at putting the community apart using propaganda. Man, the recent one that brought this to my attention is the statement that was written by President Francis Myers, okay, recently. And, you know, again, misinterpretation, not understanding things, not interpreting things within its context. If you don't interpret things, you take things out of context, you create chaos. You can kill people in such situation as well. You know. So recently, I think Madam Priscilla Tapedo, her sister husband, tragically was killed by a vehicle. You know, died in a vehicle accident. And it's very tragic. It's a tragic incident. But that tragic incident, Samuel Shebe and his friends, propagandists, and followers of the community, they got the statement that President Francis Myers wrote. This guy went on, you have to understand, Madame Tapedo and President Francis Myers, they are first cousins, they are family. You're talking about family members here, they are not strangers. All right? And so the woman wrote this. She wrote this on Facebook. You see, there is something they call autotype. Right now, I will ask you, open a page on Facebook like you're about to write something. Okay? Like you're about to write something. And type a word that the computer would not recognize. Write a word that the computer would not recognize. See whether it would not change that word. And so, this thing happened. I want you to just try it right now. Go to YouTube, I mean, not YouTube, or Facebook, open a blank page like you come and write something. And say, for example, write the word A-Y, for example, A-Y-A or A-Y-A-H. And try to type it on your phone right now. Try it. Just try that experiment. If the computer, because the computer does not know that word. So if you do not pay attention, it's called auto-edit. And so it will automatically it will edit your post. It will think that some word you're spelling, and then you make a mistake. So it will automatically change that word. So when the news, President Myers heard the news about the man's death, Priscilla's sister's husband's death, and she's a family member as well. And she wrote, she meant to say, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's auto test. And so it changed that word to, like, you know, it will say, oh, because AH, you know, when you say AH, right? It is meant to say, so the computer understands, and maybe it will say, hi, you try to laugh. So she didn't pay attention to the rest of the information. The computer automatically altered the words. And then the first word came as though she was laughing. But now, even if you see that what they're talking about, contextualization, contextualizing, read things in their context. If you take things out of context, it will not make sense, and so now you can cause problem. And that's what the guys did. And so the first word there, what you were meant to say, it tend to ha, but read the rest of the words that follow. Does that know that somebody who is happy? If you say ha, death, I mean, it does not even make sense to come from laughing and then you go to death. It doesn't make sense. So the woman said, she meant to say, hey, death, why you can't leave our community alone? Another one again? That's what the woman, she was expressing her emotions. But unfortunately, the likes of Samuel Shebe, the likes of Lisa Fale, the likes of Polukalo, all they do is to put community apart, to put family members apart. So they took this, the people grieve. The family grieved. The guys took this and put it on Facebook and turned the whole thing upside down. Francis Clark is laughing when somebody or family member died, and she will be laughing. The man that died, so you have to understand, Tapedo and Francis, they are first cousins. They are first cousins. But Samuel Shebe, I mean, they are just here to support the family. So they turn the whole thing around. Because of that, I can't play the audio that's on, but it was bad. What happened between Madame Tapedo And President, man of those days, because of what Samuel Shepard's misinterpretation. This man is building Radio Kigali again in America to put people apart, to create another Hutu and Tutsi situation. That's what Samuel Shepard so-called last talk show he has. That's why it's for. To put the family apart. And so family went to the house to sympathize, and the lady was angry, and righteously so, because of the misinformation of Samuel Shepard. Samuel Shepard took the woman context, a statement out of context. And so Madam Dole saw that statement, and she get angry. Anybody will get angry. But again, let's stop these kind of bad things in the community. Misinterpreting things is not a good thing. Let her read things, but anyway, Samuel Shepard, I don't know when they say reading things in context. The man doesn't know those things. So it's all about him putting people apart. And so they turn our whole things around. Read the thing doesn't make sense to you for somebody to say, then why you can't leave us? Logically, it doesn't make sense. It tells you that it's a typo. It's a mistake. It's a computer-generated mistake. It's clear. Use, again, common sense is not common anyway. Some people don't even get common sense. Yes. So they will tell people when people are grieving, they use that to put the community apart, to put the people apart. Lisa Farley, the other day, you were on that same Samuel Shepard show and talking about our national vice president that just died. So it tells you these guys, their motive is just to put the community apart. The man Farley is still in it, and they are not even buried in Lisa Farley, Green Code so-called board member. She on Facebook and saying all sort of thing about this man. And another tragedy happened in the other family. Francis family member. And Samuel Shepard and turn the whole thing around. Francis laughing when somebody died and she called herself president. Dude, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys? Do you just turn people grief into politics? What do you get when you put family members apart? What benefit do you get? What? What incentive do you get? Does it give you any degree? Does it make you famous? Does it give you any relevance? No. It just makes you to look ridiculous. You look like a zany or a clown. That's how you look like. That's how you look like. They get people that venerate bad people anyway, but when you put, say, for example, Dr. King, and you put Hitler here, how many people will go towards Dr. King? So these guys, they are just gravitating towards the bad, the unethical, the evil. I don't know why, but hey, that what makes us different. But brother, it's not good to put conflict in a community or in a family when they are grieving. It's not a good, even whether grieving or not, it's not a good thing to put family apart. It doesn't benefit you anyway. It doesn't give you a show relevance, nothing. It does not. It just makes you so, good people will say the man it doesn't mean well. You can't take that, analyze little things and even make sense of it a little bit more, brother. You can't take that woman innocent statement. She crying, she expressing her emotion, death. Why the community again, we got our vice president, Hibali, we are not burying him. Another person is being killed again by a vehicle, and Samuel Shepard will turn that thing into politics, and the family will be going at each other. Does that make you feel good? It makes you like an animal. How do you feel when people are grieving and you are there and putting them apart? It's sad. It's sad when you bring these idiots to America because they were in the village, and so they get on Facebook these things that they can make use of it, and so they don't know how to use them properly. And so they say all these nonsense. Yes. The people are so unfortunate, horrible. On that, when they were talking about that thing, and Lisa Farley talking about Francis, she went as far as talking about Francis' dead father. How she doesn't have a shelter in Liberia. Her dad, she took her dead father to Liberia and nowhere. I mean, how do you feel when you say this thing about people, family members? Come on, man. You'll get common sense. But hey, again, common sense is not common. It's not common. I mean, I can even go into a whole lecture of laughter. I mean, our people sometimes, I mean, you the religious people will be grieving sometimes, and the pastor will say, "You're laughing at Satan." Does that mean that people, they will say, "Ha ha"? Does that mean they're really laughing? No. And so you have to, I mean, kind of contextualize things, put them in context. If you say laugh at Satan, and say somebody laugh, I can remember vividly in Liberia, my brother was killed, Junior. And I think the same going in Minnesota, his brother's a pastor. And my mother and the other family, they were grieving, and he came, and you're telling the old man, you're laughing at Satan. And they were forced to do that because of religious necessity. But that doesn't mean they are happy to laugh. Okay? The makers, oh, you're laughing at Satan. And those people were grieving and they were forced to do that. Does that mean they're happy? No. So Francis writing something typographically, computer authoring the words, and you will not use your hand, you will make and put the family apart and count Facebook and make that, I mean, make that a talking point and try to spin it around, and the people are getting at each other's throat. It's sad, you know. I'm sad that it happened. I hope Mana Tapedo will reconsider. I mean, you guys are family, things happen, family, you know, but family feud, it can go far. And that's something that you can play with. Even your very Bible right there, it is clear they got the King and Abel story over there. Because of family jealousy, they went apart, the other one took their friend birthright. I mean, you can see those things, you know. So you don't do those things to put family apart and you say you are running politics and you are doing talk show. No, it's not, it doesn't make sense, brother. Change your tactics. If you want to do the talk show thing, yeah, call Dax and you put it. If you don't get nothing to talk about, our generation topics for you to talk about. But don't put the community apart. In as much Dax and you put, I want your family to stay together, I wouldn't want you to do that to put other people's family apart. It's not good. All right? So I apologize to the family, whatever happened. Hey, let back be back on this whole corruption thing here. It shouldn't put family apart. If Green Court, you are not taking our money, would not get to the point. But the guy, I mean, we go to court and people are vexed. Oh, why you take the man to court? Okay, the man is not listening to everybody. And people are getting vexed and want to use it to put family apart. Come on, man. We can do better than that. All right? We can do better than that. You'll bring better politics. If you want to do politics, that do better. Substantive politics that will make sense to people, not politics that will put family members apart. All right? That's something that I want to talk about. And then lastly, I want to talk about the last one. I want to talk about the navigating the victory speech of Representative-elect Honorable E. Madison GWION of Grand County. All right, so it's the press conference I saw the other day. Grand County's Representative-elect for Chian District, District number 1, I think. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we want to look at that and then we'll call it a day. That's what I want to talk about, the last thing here for the day on Voice of SINOE. And we'll be closing the show after that. So let's see. Let me get to that video from the representative-elect of Grand County. The video quality is not too good, so just bear with me a little bit. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to share something with you. That's what Voice of SINOE is here for, to share information with you, for us to share information. Let me make it bigger. I want to carry that back so you can see something. Aaron, that video over there, that part of that video, I got an issue. I got a problem with it. Yeah, I got a serious problem with that portion of it. But the reason I have a problem with it is Mr. GWION, again, he taught me in 10th grade in Ghana. He's a very nice man. I think he will make a good leader for Grand Jeddah County. But, you know, we are all learning, no matter how many degrees you get, all right? And having degrees doesn't mean also you know everything, you know? So there are certain things there, they got academic and the non-academic, you know? So what the first problem I have with that, the beginning part of that video is, let's see what is going on here. All right, that's an error. So, but what I was trying to say about that video is the beginning part of that video. The lawmaker elect, his face was wiped by one of the guys. You know, the guy took the water and was wiping his face. I mean, it might be a kind gesture, but I don't think it's a good optics. You know, it's not. I mean, as a leader. And then along the line, the lawmaker will say, oh, I'm here to serve you. Okay, if you're coming to serve the people, you can't have the people wiping your face. You know, you are not handless. You got hands. So you should be able to wipe your own face. Okay, so I just thought that portion of it was a little weird, you know, to have somebody wiping your face. You know, it's not okay. And I mean, and he said that, oh, if need be, I'm here to be a slave. All right, I'm here to be a slave, and I have problem with that kind of language. You know, when you say slave, because once you say slave, that implies a slave master, and I don't think we'll have a master and slave relationship in Liberia. And so our leaders should not be employing no kind of language and say, oh, I'm coming to be your slave. No, you are not coming to be our slave. You are coming to be our representative. We give you a job and you do the job. Working and doing the job doesn't make you a slave. So in a sense, we are partners. All of us cannot be in the Capitol building. So we need one person to be there. So it doesn't mean you are a slave for us. Neither are we your master. We don't want slave and master relationship in Liberia. No. And so the jargon, the language of our leaders, we got to change those, because those are things we fought against, all right? When the American Liberians, they were suppressing our people, so they were calling themselves the masters. And our people objected. I mean, even around the world, in the U.S., they got a master and slave relationship. People fought. And so you can't use that same language and say, oh, I mean, if you like, I want to consider myself the slave. So it implies that the people are the masters, and we don't want that. I don't want my leader to employ that kind of language. So I'm just appealing to the lawmaker to refine the language. Okay, you are our lawmaker, and if possible, we should remain as such. Or we are partners. Okay, partners. When you have partners, you and your wife. I mean, for me, I don't see me as being above my woman in the house, or we are partners. So when you are in a partnership, we are all equal, and so we respect each other. Okay, and so that's an issue I have with the optic. When I saw the people wiping the man's face, and that's something I think we should all learn from Darius DeLong. I think when it comes to humility, Darius is very humble. I like that part of him. You know, Darius will get online with Thomas Father, and they will get in front of the line. The guy will wait until his turn reaches. You know. And that's how we organize a normal or good society, because these things, they don't just happen overnight. It's a gradual process. And we'll do something to you, the leader, you set the example, and then the people will follow. And also some of those tapes will take, I mean, Darius, he's not doing everything right, but he's doing something right. And so we have to mimic some of those things. So the language of a slave and the master, you know, I hear people say the 7 leadership. I mean, Jesus' philosophy anyway, the one that would be the leader will be the 7 or the people. I mean, when you say that, it implies, I mean, it has a negative connotation to me, you know. once you talk about, oh, 7, and because when you are 7, then we can't have 2 7s, and one person got to be the master. So somebody is 7, another person. And I don't like that, because if you read the genealogy of morals by Friedrich Nietzsche, and that was the criticism he had against Christianity. That's why he left it against Christianity, because in the genealogy of moral, because if you look at genealogy, is the history, the beginning, where something came from. So the genealogy of morality is where morality came from. And so the Christian morality, it came from slavery, because the Christian, they were slaves before. And so the slaves, the Christian at the time, they were treated, they were slave again, so they were beaten. And if you're a slave, you can't retaliate easily unless you consolidate power to revolt against your master. So, but mostly the slave is in a subordinate position. And so the Christian at the time, when they were slaves, they say, how do we survive? Because when we rebel, the Romans, they will kill us. And so their subordinate position, that position of slavery, they turn that into a moral philosophy and say, you know what, when a man hates you, you turn the other cheek. So Friedrich Nietzsche would say that's a slave morality. Somebody can hate you and say turn. So if you ask the bourgeois, for example, the bourgeois would not tell you, say, when you hate me, I will turn my hair around, I will show the other one no. Because he's not a slave, And so that's the genealogy, a little bit of genealogy of moral. So some of these, the philosophy that we have in Liberia, the moral principles or the leadership principles, some of those things, they were copied from the Bible, from Christians. And so we have to revisit them. We have to revisit it and let try to transform the language that we use. Some of we don't know it all, but at least we tend to pay attention a little bit more, So I had an issue with the lawmaker. If you have time, I published the speech on my YouTube page. You can go listen to it. It sounded pretty good. I like a lot of the things he said. You were talking about unity and impugning sectionalism and division and those things. A politician. If you're a politician, the first thing in your repertoire is the ability to articulate the issues, your vision to the people. And I think Mr. GWION, Madison GWION, he has that in his repository. He has a very good vocabulary, so he can express himself very well, which I like, But something else, he said something along the line of giving 50% of his salary to the people. It sounds good, those things, it sound good, but we have to look at, I'm not saying it's a bad thing it's fine to give 50% of your income to the people. But, people before you, they have tried that method before. What change has it made? Take, for example, Darius said you want to give, anything above 5,000, you'll give the rest to the people, right? How has it changed Massacre County? How has it changed Liberia? So the lawmaker is now coming and say, I will give 50% of my income to the people of the county. It sounds good. But is that what we need to change Liberia? Is that part of your responsibility as the lawmaker? If you ask me, I'll say no. You are not coming to, because, to understand, it's a handout we are giving the people. And so the people will be looking up to you to get a little handout for your paycheck. So what I want our leaders to do, to be visionary, to think out beyond the mundane, the everyday thing that we think about. Let us think beyond the scope what we've been thinking, because that's what leaders do. You have to understand you have 3 types of people. You got poor men, you got rich men, you got wealthy men. The poor man, all he thinks about is money, how to get money. That's what the poor man thinks about. And that's why he remains poor, because he is going after money. And then the rich man, all he does is property. He wants to gather property. He wants to get the estate. He wants to get the other one. And that's the rich man. The wealthy man, on the other hand, is thinking about ideas. The idea of right now coming on Voice of SINOE here is an idea. It's an idea that transformed or transmogrified into reality. So everything begins with idea. Okay? It's idea. So there's another philosopher you can read called Bregley, Bishop Bregley. If you read him, he's an idealist, So he said, not everything that we see at all is everything they are idea, And so The point I'm trying to make is the leaders should be, they should think beyond the current paradigm. They shouldn't be looking at, oh, let's give salary. Okay, so as a lawmaker, for example, if you read your constitution, which is here, if you read your constitution, I think the lawmakers, they have the constitutional mandate to print money, right? All right, they can authorize it. The budget got to be approved by them, and stuff of that nature. The Congress can authorize the executive to print money and stuff. That's a job responsibility. So as a lawmaker, what I expect of you is to find ways to increase the budget. The budget right now, I think the new one is 700 and some million, right? I mean, growing a little bit. But how can we grow that budget again? Because the bigger the budget, the more things we can do. Now, there's a caveat to it, though. If you have a bigger budget and you don't have a rule or law, you have a problem. The money will go in the wrong people's pocket. If you have a bigger budget and you don't have strong laws to hold people accountable, the money will end up in people's pockets. Okay? And so that's why rule of law, strong laws should exist in a society for a country to thrive, for a group of people to make progress. And so our lawmaker, what I expect from Mr. GWION is to see how, because he spoke of corruption, how corruption can be, I would say, eradicated. Okay? People say it cannot be eradicated. Why? We can eliminate public corruption. Okay? Because it's a public stuff, we can put things in place to stop the avaricious people, to start stealing from other people. All right? Now everybody can steal out there. So all you have to do to stop stealing is to get good people. A good man will not go steal from himself or from others. Okay? And so corruption can be eliminated if you have good people in power that care for their people. They will not go steal anybody's money. So people will rationalize, oh, corruption cannot be eliminated. Yes, it can. If you have good people, if you have bad people in power, corruption will not go nowhere. All right, so we need people that will be serious about fighting corruption, ending corruption. I'm not saying minimize it, because when you minimize it, it's still there. People are still stealing. And it's not right to steal from other people. All right. And so Mr. GWION should find a way to grow the budget, to make sure that the laws in the country to work. Those things that are not making the country to grow, those things should be dealt with. Those things should be tackled. So he said another thing about the vehicle and the machines. The yellow machines are in VOSD, and VOSD is not part of GREENE. I understand where he's speaking from. Yes, he's a representative of GREENE County. But guess what? GREENE County is in Liberia. VOSD is in Liberia. SINOE is in Liberia. LOFA is in Liberia. So when Mr. GWION, for example, leaves Liberia, they will not call in your GREENE or District Number 1 GREENE County lawmaker. He's a Liberian lawmaker. Okay? And so, again, let's think beyond the norm. What we've been used to, let's think. That's what that was different from a manager. A manager gives, a leader gives the manager a job. The manager manages the ideas of the leader, And so let us think beyond the scope, this county and this one, let's think beyond those things. I understand again, you are elected by the people of GREENE County Electoral District Number 1. But if you say, oh, the machine, VOSD is sitting there, I'm not saying you play politics, but at least the language should be in a way that would be inclusive. Because when GREENE develops, Liberia develops. When VOSD develops, Liberia develops. So our leaders, because when Mr. GWION is making laws, he's making laws for all the people in Liberia. He's not making laws for the people of GREENE County District Number 1. And so let increase the scope, our leaders. Let think. I like Mr. GWION. That's why I gave me a little tip, some glitches that he has in his speech. But overall, the speech was fantastic. I love it. I love the speech. He's a great man. And I wish the people of GREENE County District Number 1 people to bring out my religious aspect of it. Godspeed, okay? I wish you bells because as a matter of fact, I'm a dual citizen anyway. So I'm a citizen of Grand Jeda County and citizen of SINOE County. All right, and so which everyone well. Not only Grand Jeda and SINOE, the county, the 15 political subdivisions of the country. I wish them well. I want good leaders so that the people will eventually graduate from poverty. All right. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining Voice of SINOE in the diaspora. Let me see some of the comments here, and then I will play my music and I'll be done. Who contacted PROPHETKEY? I don't know. That's a good question. I think the lady herself contacted PROPHETKEY. Who is the guest on the show today? No, Christopher, I don't have a guest. If you want to be a guest, send a request. All right, so I read a comment earlier. Too late to bed. They have to go to court tomorrow. I know, right? If your explanation is a fact, then I'm glad we are moving into the right direction and we are looking forward for more deliberations. Okay, Mr. Madu, thanks. Yeah, that's it. We will continue to follow Madam President because she is leading us to a better future of the USA, United Sapota Association in Americas. Okay, yeah, that's right. If you can elaborate further, changing your name to another organization, why shouldn't be a court hearings tomorrow? Okay, I think we'll answer that question earlier. ESOTERIC, you are doing a great job. You're doing great and fantastic job. We must set precedent now so that those who will follow afterwards. The vice president of following. Thank you, sir, for following the show. We appreciate you following from SINOE County. Sagacious Walu said. Following from my Brewerville residence in Morovia. How you doing, Solo? Welcome aboard. Watching Mr. Panto. I'm watching Mr. Mandbu. I'm watching you from the city of Zouadrou here in Grand Jeda County. How you doing, James Minor? Thanks for following. Appreciate you. And then I'm watching from the Sunshine State, Florida. Okay. All right, so guys, I want to say thank you so much for following Voice of SINOE in the diaspora. You can watch the entire speech of the Grand Jeda County lawmaker-elect, Mr. GWION speech. And tonight, thanks for your information. You're welcome. Thanks for following as well. And that's how we come to the end of the show. I want to say thank you so much. We'll be back with more breaking news, hopefully tomorrow, with respect to the bashing out of Green Code GEO and followers that's changing their name to National Sapo Association in Green Code GEO living room. All right, that being said, let's see here what we got for you. I got my man Madison featuring all day today. And so let's feature Madison one more time before we go.
Hey, Zuduku praise. This is glorious melody. Big A. All the things I've been through, they never seem my struggle.
Hey, Jala.
Day and night I stayed awake for my dream to come true.
What's
now
up?
they see me balling, then they want to hold me.
You want to contribute?
You can always be against me, but Jehovah got me. Sit on them on now.
Just put the start to the music and bring it on. All right, let's see it. Jala. Hey, Jala, what's your take, man? Welcome to Voice of SINOE.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the listeners. To all the Sabo people. Yesterday, somebody used to probably say when you join the river, you can't be afraid of cold anymore. Tomorrow is the cold day. And around here, Green, you try to negotiate. But I would say to everybody, I would tell them, we shouldn't do it. We should go to court tomorrow. Because the fact that it's been how many months that people that spoke to him, out of fact, the disgraces, Mr.
Bodwe?
Mr. Bodwe, they flew out of him. So it is time that we show the people some sense. And, I know we want the money. Saying he got the power, he believe that we wrong and he right, let him make that decision. there's no reason are we going back now and say, okay, we're not going to go to court.
All right, yeah, so the big guys are listening. So, yeah, go ahead.
So, going to court, matter of fact, it's not just the money thing that's going to come out. There's so many things going to come out from entering the court. When going to court, there's a whole lot of things going to come out. And we will be there to listen to the things, and that will make sure that this thing don't happen anymore. But we can't come all the way here tomorrow is court day. Then somebody say, oh, no, we want to negotiate and we want to do this. No. If a man wanted to do it a long time ago, you would have done it. So to all of you, all the board members, all the executive, let him take the money to the court and let the court hand it out to us. We shouldn't go with him again. Say, okay, Green, you don't want to. No, I know the trick you're trying to play. And I've been saying this from day one. It meant that these guys, they are not ready yet. So there's no reason they want to do it. They say, oh, you have to get from court. We shouldn't go to court tomorrow. Then at the end of the day, we go back again to the same table. We don't want to do that. Everybody, if you have to get a Zoom number, get it, get on board, watch it. If you have to go to court, go to court. We're not turning our back. That's what I gotta say. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so that Jala, I mean, it makes sense. It's making sense. I mean, because you guys been pushing around. I'll call the people that are working directly with the lawyers and see what is the deal for which they want to cancel the court date tomorrow. They say they're negotiating. Is the lawyer that advised us not to go to court? What's the deal? So we want to get more information. But let's see how it plays out. I want to say thank you for joining us again. Let me close my music yet, and then we'll talk another time. Let's see.
Kada, nusaneo slewo, konti ya tele, sikundemo nona, se kada, nusaneo slewo, konti ya tele, sikundemo noa, suwa nonde monoa, ese suwa nonde monoa, se suwa nonde monoa, upodemo noa, se suwa nonde monoa, sikundemo noa, se suwa nonde monoa. They always on my name, say I will never be nobody. They always underestimate my ability. Try to this what I say more. I say won't this no war. Now they see me balling, then they want to hold me. You can always be against me, but Jehovah got me. Sikundemo nona, say kada, nusaneo slewo, konti ya tele, sikundemo nona, say kada, nusaneo slewo, konti ya tele, sikundemo noa, suwa nonde monoa, ese suwa nonde monoa, se suwa nonde monoa, upodemo noa, se suwa nonde monoa, sikundemo noa, se suwa nonde monoa. Gonna bless me your way. You cannot take it your way. Gonna bless me your way. You cannot take away. Now they see me balling, then they want to hold me. You can say, but Jehovah got me. Nona, say kada.
All right, guys, that's my man Madison Greer right there with new track. You got to check that stuff. You got nice stuff. We got to promote each other, guys. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk again.